Welcome to the Garage Talk Podcast, episode 8. It's your boy VA, the nigga with the white wife.
It's D. I don't have a catchy tag. I'm working on it.
We need to work on that shit because that
Okay,
shit is trash.
It's D.
Yeah.
Let it be.
No,
It's
you
D,
can't.
let it be. That's it right
There
there.
you go.
It's
Yeah.
D, just let it be.
There you go.
Leave me alone.
That's what you said. It's D. Let it be. Yeah, that's your new
Why
shit.
do I have to make up something for you?
No, that's your shit. You gonna say that when you come in now.
All right.
It's D. Just let it be.
What if I don't remember?
Nah, you gonna have to.
Oh, okay.
Or I'm gonna say it one of the two.
Okay, that works.
Nah, this shit was hard.
That works.
I like that.
We
Kilo is still in the bathroom. Curse has went to the bathroom as well.
They in different bathrooms though. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
to
no
be
doubt,
clear, they're
no
not in
doubt.
the same bathroom. We
I
won't
hope
do that. Yeah, I hope not too. They're in different bathrooms.
So y'all got me and D. Let it be.
Let it be. At this point, you gotta let it be.
Nah, we in this thing. So, how's your week been going? It's been a minute, my bad.
Yeah, we haven't recorded in a while. Things have been hectic, but they're like tapering off now, so I can get back to some kind of normalcy. Like having bought the house and stuff, like moving in and getting the things you need. I'm still buying things all over the place, and I'm planning like a housewarming, but I'm gonna do it for the summertime.
Congratulations on the house.
Thank
Even
you.
though I don't talk, but congratulations.
Thank you. I'm gonna do a housewarming over the summer so that like my family from Michigan can come and like people from out of town can travel. Their kids will be out of school, so that's gonna be a good time. So people been like sending me gifts and stuff. So I'm like amazed at just I've been getting like I've been asking for outlandish things like what the fuck do I need a griddle press for? The thing the thing you cook with and you press the meat down. What do I need that for? I don't know.
Shit,
At this point, I'm just gonna be cooking everything. Yeah.
Right.
I'm about to get me a little indoor grill that's smokeless. I'm about to just be cooking everything.
Oh, that shit gonna be hard.
Yeah, the kids good, work is good. Like I said, I'm just trying to find a normal after having done this. What about you?
I've been good. I've been good. I can say, I guess.
Yeah.
Kids been straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been alright. Just chilling, I guess.
Let me tell you something that pissed me off.
What's it?
First I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me.
What was that, a cough sneeze?
Excuse me. First of all, I announced the fact.
I know.
I am about to sneeze. So why would you dig question? I don't have to
sneeze.
tell you that. No, it was not a cough sneeze.
Listen to your cough when you sneeze.
I have been having this debate with people since I was in the 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
It was a sneeze.
So people told you.
A lot of people say.
right.
A lot of people say, "Excuse me, are you coughing or sneezing?" Like, typically, that's why I'd be like, "I got to sneeze," so you don't even have to ask me that question. But I bought a TV for my living room. It's a 75-inch TV, and I was going to hang it. But then I said to myself, if I hang it, then I want to move around, you know? If I want to move some things around, that'll just be stuck there, because putting that on the wall and taking it down is like, it's not easy, 2-man job type situation. So I decided I'm going to buy a TV stand. So I ordered one. I went online. I found one. I liked the color. I liked the price. I was like, oh, this is nice. I ordered it. I tracked it. But at no time did I think to myself that I had to put this shit together. I did not. In my mind, it was coming like in a box, like together.
Gotcha.
When I came home from work, that box was sitting on my doorstep. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, that shit.
It took me 6 hours. Disclaimer, I am not handy. I don't fix things. I don't do any of that. I will call somebody. I don't. I use my brain, but not for that. I opened up that box and took all them pieces out. I just was sitting in the middle of the floor for like 30 minutes like, God, I don't think I could do this. I need to call one of my friends. I really went through a whole bunch of emotions. And finally I said, it's going to be a time in this house that you're going to have to figure some shit out. So it took me, I started at 7:45.
Maybe you don't.
I didn't get done till 1:30.
Maybe you don't, D.
What?
I'll put you on something. I'll put you on game that I just figured out. This little thing here we call. Here, that pull up. Me and Eric just found this shit out, and this shit right here is wonders. This one, it's called Task Rabbit.
Called what?
Task Rabbit. Find anything. Mount a TV or a mirror. All the shit you looking for.
And somebody will do it?
Come out and do it for you.
Oh, you gotta send me that link, bro.
If you just
as a single person, I definitely need
that. You don't want to put the fucking couch together. Why they come out and do it $15, $20? Because nigga know how to do it. Like niggas out here trying to get money.
I
didn't know either. Yeah.
Where did she come across that?
No, I was watching Joe Budden podcast. And some lady called in. Because he had ladies called in, or people called in. And some lady was like saying something about her complaint was like she told her boyfriend like put some shelves up in the office or something like that. And he didn't do it after a while. And he was like, Joe Budden was like, shit, girl, you should have called Task Rabbit. And I was like, what the fuck?
Are you Task? T-A-S-K? Rabbit.
And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh.
Pause this. I looked and I was like,
oh, you need to send me the link for that.
Oh, shit, yeah.
But then that requires strange people to come to your house, though, right?
They got, it's like background checks. And
Oh, okay,
all
okay.
So,
I need to look into that. Because I definitely would not have spent 6 hours of my life stressing. And at 5.25 hours, I almost had a nervous breakdown because there are 25 steps to put this thing together. Step 3 I put a piece on backward, but I didn't know at the time until I got to step 21. And they were like, okay, put these two things together. I was like,
that shit don't fit.
I was mortified. They couldn't go together. And it was at that moment that I was like, I'm about to throw all this shit outside. I'll just call somebody tomorrow. I went through all of these changes. But then my brain was like, shut the hell up and get this done. I was at that point 85% done.
That's how I be with a lot of shit.
Like I had to put the handles on the doors, the little spring latches that make the door open and close. I had to do all of that. I'm like, what the hell? And I had no power tools. So I'm doing all of this with a Phillips screwdriver. I had a flathead screwdriver too, but manually just twisted. My hands were sore for like 2 days. But when I asked my nephew, I said, do you think I could put this together? He was like, I don't know. So that response said to me, I'm going to get this done. And then we woke up the next morning. First of all, I had to put it together, set it up, and then I had to, it's a 75-inch TV, I had to pick it up and put it up there. Bro, when I laid down, and then I laid down at probably about 2:20. I had to get up at 5:30 because I got to take them to school. So I wake my nephew up. I'm like, notice anything different around here? He's talking about, no. Should I go brush my teeth? I'm like, no, look right there. He's like, oh, you did it. He like gave me a hug, like, I'm very proud of you. And I was like, yes, that's what I needed to hear, bro. Because I was in that bit about to have a nervous breakdown over a TV stand.
That's why I'm glad I got Erica.
Fuck. I need an Erica. Erica, somebody.
I'll stop. Fuck this hoe. All right, nigga, this hoe finna go on that bin, on that recycling bin, nigga.
Yeah, see, my brain ain't gonna do that. If I would have tried to stop, it would have just... Like I would have been, I would not have been able to go to sleep. It would have nagged me.
That's how Eric is.
Like I gotta finish it.
I go to sleep. My sleep is way more important than bullshit. I'm not gonna be stressed. Then I'll be mad at y'all when y'all say something because I'm pissed off at this shit. Man, fuck this TV, man. And guys, fuck whatever this stand, fix this shit. Man, Eric, you better come handle this shit.
Damn.
And she'll come in there, and even if it stump
I love her.
She ain't finna stop. She'll be in there.
That's how it was with me. 6 hours.
And I'll be like,
I got on YouTube. I put YouTube the TV, watch somebody, because I'm like, one of these parts I can't figure out. Because the instructions ask you to put these little pegs in. But I think where they told you to put the pegs is wrong. Because then when you put the pegs and you try to line up two pieces, because there are pegs sticking out, they won't be flushed together. So I'm like, so I had to get a wrench and break the little, because you got to glue them in there. It was terrible. It was terrible. And I was like, I would have been the best cheerleader for a boyfriend at the time. Hey, disclaimer, Deidre is single. I'm single. Go in the comments and shoot your shot. I'm not rejecting anybody's shot right now. I am going to do some assessing.
If you're under 6 foot, you are definitely shooting. You rejecting.
Okay, yeah, well, so
tell people that, bro.
Okay, I got to be clear. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry.
Anybody.
5'11" or better.
Now you height shaming now.
You told me to do that.
Don't you listen to what the fuck I say now. Like, fuck out of here, bro.
Okay. I'm not height shaming anybody because I didn't say anything about people less than 5'11". What I'm saying is my preference is 5'11" or better. 5'11" or better. If you like curves, I'm a plus size person. I'm 6'4", smart as fuck, got all my shit together. I don't have no mental health issues. Listen, shoot your shot.
You don't have no.
I don't. That's a big thing.
You don't have no mental.
Oh, maybe OCD. I think that's a mental health thing. I do. But it's mild. It's not like well, that's literally the name, obsessive compulsive. It's not like super obsessive. It's just I need to have things in a certain order and clean and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's it. I don't have a lot of time though. Is the thing. If I could give anybody a disclaimer in advance, I don't have a lot of time. I'm raising a couple kids, got a dog, got 2 jobs. Like, I don't want you to feel slighted, my friend. So if you put a comment below requesting me to contact you, because I read the comments when we get some, because we ain't been having that meeting. But if you, I don't even know my handles for social media, for Instagram or Facebook. I don't know my handles.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm
single. That's all I'm saying. What's
there
terrible?
You go.
I don't know them handles. We could probably link it in the description box. Yeah, we can link it in the description box.
I don't know my shit either.
Just shoot your shot.
We gotta get on the social game. We don't be fucking.
I mean, I know it because I mean it's on my phone. Like, I don't know the handles though. Like, you know. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of that, how much time do you spend on social media? Would you say? Like on average, and you know your phone can track that. You got.
I used to have one that used to tell me like on average on like social media. Cause I don't really
like YouTube, internet, Facebook,
YouTube,
Instagram.
Like 4 or 5 hours out of the week.
Yeah, see, mine is crazy.
And then Instagram was like 2 hours out the week. That's what I'm saying. Facebook.
Facebook is less for me, but Instagram, I'm on Instagram a lot. And I so much so that in the morning when I wake up and get my phone, I have to be intentional about saying a prayer first. Like, I will scold myself. Like, if you get on this internet before you say good morning to God, then, you know, you should be ashamed of yourself. So literally I would be intentional about saying my prayers, and I kind of have a little chat with my granny. You know what I'm saying? And then I check my bank account, and then I allow myself to get on social media. But that takes up a lot of time.
Everybody don't even got this shit.
Yeah, it take up a lot of time looking at stuff. And I think it can really dampen your mood if you see all of these facades, people doing so wonderfully, you know? Like, they have all the money, they have all the nice things, and it's like, it's just regular people like me that work, and I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, sustain and maintain, and it's really tough. So I just been having to like reprimand myself about that. Like, there's no comparison necessary. Like, don't compare yourself to anybody. If you're gonna be on here, just use it for entertainment, and that's it. Like, don't be too critical on myself looking at this shit.
I ain't never do that shit.
Yeah, I have.
I ain't comparing myself because I know, like, I always tell myself, you notice, bro, you don't never see no niggas up here with no bad times. It's only good times.
No, for real.
It's only, y'all don't never see you and know, like, yo shit, even if you, like, ain't got the most money, and I nigga know you, like, be down on y'all, but, like, when niggas see you on the gram, it's like, bro,
I know the real.
You know what I'm saying? I know the real, bro. Like, so I'm not finna, cause most of y'all, cause I go on there with my bad days, nigga, in the robe. Like, I don't, cause let a nigga know I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause nigga, I'm struggling. I struggle sometimes too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't wanna go. So when I go on there, like, I ain't gonna never compare, like, cause nigga, like, most of you niggas on here fake as fuck. It's like, it's entertainment for me. I go through that whole, and I go look at food shit.
I like that too. I be looking at the comedy stuff.
See, I look at some Reggie sent me. Y'all see, you and Reggie sent me a lot of that shit. Reggie sent me a lot of comedy shit.
It'd be funny though, right?
Yeah, it do, but sometimes, cause I know if I look at that one,
you gonna want to go.
It'll have some more shit where I can go to. Let me see what's. And I'm in that hole about an hour just laughing, going to show early, like I'm working. I'm like, babe, you playing a bitch. Like, nah, so.
Some of it be having me in tears though, like legit in tears, crying, laughing.
No doubt.
Laughing aloud by myself. Do you care? Like, I actually listen to I talk to myself like out loud. Like most people talk to themselves in their head. I open my mouth and talk to myself. I open my mouth and laugh out loud too, and I listen to myself laughing, and that tickles me. To listen to myself laughing, it's a good feeling. Like,
fuck that shit. Like, oh yeah, I just try to get it. I watch the comedy shit.
Yeah, but some of that stuff is funny.
Try to get on there and do my little rants or some shit. Like, fuck that.
I gotta do better at the page. Like, we gotta do better at driving traffic. Period. But I gotta do better at that. That's a little close to that table, my friend.
No, I'm good, bro.
Okay, my friend.
Damn, bro.
I'm just saying, it made me a little nervous and paranoid.
I've been like shit, bro.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Somebody said something the other day. Erica, she said me. Because people just like, say something to me that I think is just like common sense, and I just be like, and I say something like smart back or like, cause in my mind,
sarcastic.
like why did you ask? Yeah, so and I'm like, why did you even? She come out here like, it's warm. It was kind of warm out here. She gonna say, so you left the heater on? Like, why else would it be warm? Like, in my mind, like, we ain't got shit else in here to make it warm.
But what is she really saying to you though?
I don't.
Why did you leave it on?
So why not say that? I guess. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be literal?
Why not say that, bro? Like, if you, cause in my like, really, I was thinking like, really, like, that's what you really exit.
Yeah.
There's no other way to get it warm. Like, yes, I left the heater on. Like, duh. In my mind, you know what I'm saying? She looked at me like, why are you doing it?
Yeah,
like,
that ain't what she was asking. She was asking, like, why?
Well, you when you walked out here, shit, you like, feels pretty good out here. Oh, that's why. When I was
pretty good ass.
When Ron walked through this hole, he was like, shit, it's pretty warm in the house. I was like, man, nigga.
That's a good.
But you know what I'm saying?
That's a good.
But I do that shit. I notice I do that shit, and I try not to with somebody because I was like, maybe they really don't understand. Like, maybe they don't. I don't know. I do that.
I try to do that with Mia. She asks questions all the time that I feel like she should know the answer to. But that's how I feel.
Yeah.
So instead of giving her the answer, I would just ask her, what you think? She'll be like, Auntie, so. And I'd be like, instead of getting frustrated, because I know the look coming to my face is, why the fuck would you ask me that? So I try to correct that and I say, why do you think that happened? Or why do you think I would say that? Or why do you think I would ask you to do that? And then she'll generally give me the answer, which makes me upset because I'm like, I've told you many times, don't ask me questions you know the answer to. You seek me out when you don't know the answer or when you're concerned about something. So I had a thing with my nephew at school recently. The teacher called me, right? So I don't really do that well. I don't do that well. I don't want no phone calls from no school on your behalf. I don't do none of that well. I don't play none of that. And I generally do not have it. He's in the 4th grade, and we haven't had none of it. Like the teacher calling me for things that have to do with your behavior. I'm saying.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
If they need me for stuff, fine. But like
gotcha.
Okay. Well, he goes to tutoring every morning. So, mind you, we have to get up at I get up at 5:30. Got to get them up at 6. We got to leave the house by 6:30 so he can be at school by 7:15, right? So we've been doing this whole school year practically. So the teacher that does the the tutoring, she called me and she was like, "Oh, hey, can I speak to Deidre?" I'm like, "This is she," and she's like, "Oh well, how you doing? I wanted to give you a call because I had a few concerns. I know that you're very intentional about getting Kamari here on time and like she was like, I felt like bigging me up to take a shot, right? Like, you do it get. I know you don't play disrespect. I know you don't play. Yes, and then she says, but I did notice that his attitude has been changing a little, and I don't know if it's like the friends he's hanging out with, or if there is something going on at home. I said, excuse me, his home is fine. I just dropped him off at school about 35 minutes ago. What would you be calling me for that quickly? Can we get to that? So she says, okay. Well, he's supposed to be in tutoring at a certain time, but he always wants to go have breakfast, right? I guess his friends are there. So she went to go and get him from wherever he was, in the lunchroom or whatever. And she said to him, "You are late. You need to come with me." And he shook his head no, right? This is what she told me. I told him, "You're late. You need to come with me, buddy." And he shook his head. She said he shook his head no. And I told him, "Oh, no, I know your aunt doesn't do disrespect, and I don't do it either. You're going to come with me, and we're going to go to tutoring, da-da-da." So she says, "I just wanted to talk to you to kind of see, what was going on, because I know that that's not like him." And I said, "You know what? I will talk to him because I'm concerned about why he didn't feel comfortable going with you." She said, "Oh, well, okay. Well, we did get the tutoring taken care of, but I just wanted to touch base with you and let you know." I said, "Okay, I'll talk to him." So I picked my mans up from school, and I asked him, "Son, did something happen at school today?" "Yes, it did." I said, "Okay." "Did I get a phone call today?" "Yes, you probably did." "Okay. From who?" "From Miss So-and-so," said teacher name. "Okay." I said, we got to talk about that, right?" He's like, "Yes." So I said, "I'll talk to you when it's just myself and you," because his little friend was with us, and then Mimi was with us. So we get home, I send his sister inside, we stay outside. I'm like, "Sir, can you explain to me what happened?" I don't take kindly to getting phone calls from the school. He's like, I went to do so and so and so and so, blah blah blah. It's pretty much all the same things up until where the disconnect came in at is, he said, when she told me he said she told me to come with her, and I said, what happened? He said, I went with her, and I said, well, there's something that you're leaving out. He's like, no, it's not. I said, she said that you shook your head no to her, as if to say you were not going to go with her, and we don't do that, right, unless the person makes you feel unsafe or makes your body feel unsafe. You don't need to be saying no to a grown-up, right? He was like, no, and I didn't. I said, so did you shake your head no? He said, yes, I did. And I'm like, why? He said, because she said I was late. I'm like, wait a minute. What? He was like, Auntie, she said, you late, come with me. And I shook my head like, no, I'm not late. And I was like, why didn't you just open your mouth and say, no, I'm not late? He was like, I don't know. I'm like, so when you shook your head, she thought you was being rude, saying, I'm not going with you. He was like, no, I went with her. I was saying, no, I'm not late. So I said, bro, you almost got punished because of a miscommunication. I taught you to use words. I was talking to you so we could figure out what your punishment would be depending on what you said. But I believe what you're saying. So there won't be a punishment. But you need to use your words so that this can be ironed out. I felt like as an instructor, though, she could have did a little bit better of a job to say, why are you shaking your head? What are you saying no to? She assumed off the cuff that he was saying, no, I'm not going with you. And he was like, that's not what I was saying, Auntie. And I went with her. I was like, oh, well, you make a good point, buddy. I'll talk to her about that. So I need to follow up with her. But anyway, I said all that to say, back in the day, I feel like my mom would have been on my brother's ass about that. Like, they wouldn't have had a chance to explain what happened. It would have just been, oh, the school calling me rage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't want to be that type of parental figure for them. Like, I want you to know that what you're saying is valuable. And I know that there's this side and there's that side. And I need to figure out kind of how we're going to manage this whole thing once I get all the information. But I want him to always feel hurt and not for me to just like come down on him. Like, why would she say so and so and so and so? Like, I don't know why she would say that. So, son, you got to help me figure that out. So I feel like that was a pretty good interaction between him and myself. And I didn't feel like a bully, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a parent, I don't think you're supposed to feel like a bully.
No, no doubt.
Have you found yourself in a parenting situation where you felt bullyish?
All the time.
How do you manage that with yourself? You just feel like, all right, this is what it is. I have to deal with it, or like, how do you feel about it when it's said and done?
When it's said and done, I know I come out here, probably smoke a cigarette, and I start thinking.
Yeah.
That was pretty harsh. I had to be in there yelling or doing this.
Yeah.
I go in there and apologize.
Yeah. So you do apologize to your kids?
I apologize to the day.
Yeah.
I know I heard
Who taught you that? Or let me not say who taught you that. Like, why did you take that into practice? I'm sure your parents was not apologizing to you.
Oh, no.
Mine wasn't apologizing to me. I think that's a good thing to break that kind of behavior. But like, what made you want to do it that differently?
I guess the way I'm growing up now, just like I don't say shit like. There's just no reason for hitting me. There's no reason for. It's always another side you, especially if you know your kids. Like, you can tell when they lying or they bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Just you must see the point in. Especially if it's not that serious. I don't know. It's just, I don't know how I got like that. I don't know why I started, but it's just.
I apologize too when I'm wrong.
Because I know I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like,
to me, that's the lesson in it. Because they need to know that the grown-ups around them can be wrong too. Like for me, the thing even with them, I'm like, just because a grown-up says something does not make it right. And it does not mean you should do it just because a grown-up told you to do it. There are a couple of different things you have to consider, even coming from me. If I tell you to do something that makes you feel unsafe, then you need to ask some questions or call somebody else to get you some help. Because I might have had a moment where I lost my mind. I don't know. But I'm like, no.
Them all the time, man. Hey, I'm an adult, bro. I make mistakes every day, still to this day. Like, today I probably made 10 to 15 mistakes that I'm learning from, bro. Like, you make a mistake, so I don't like jump on y'all, cause like, how can I really just be on y'all ass, like, and you made a mistake, and I don't make 10 mistakes before you know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking life, bro. Like,
I think you have to differentiate between mistakes and intentional behavior too.
No doubt. I'm just saying.
If you did the same thing 5 times, that's not a mistake anymore.
No doubt. No doubt.
But I think it's good to acknowledge their feelings because they're humans. They're gonna grow up to be your age and my age, and they need to be able to govern themselves. And if they have kids, govern their kids without just kind of going off the handle. So some of that is just teaching them how to be better humans. Like by saying, hey, I was wrong for that. So I do owe you an apology. As your dad, as a person, period. Like, take dad off, whatever. I'm a person. You're a person. I was wrong. I owe you an apology.
I apologize always.
Yeah. I will too. To them. I ain't gonna front though. Sometimes it be begrudging. Like, sometimes I don't really want to do it, but I be like, I gotta own that because I messed up.
Sometimes I don't want to do it, but like, I guess sometimes I feel they owe that shit. Cause I am the chill parent. I was like, bro, when y'all do something foul, nigga, y'all finna have it, cause
Yeah, I be
all this other shit I let you get away, cause I know it's growing up, you kids, and it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. But you doing something else, bro. Like, I tell him all the time, like, bro, you know why I'm yelling at you? Because you know I don't tolerate disrespect. And I feel disrespected in some kind of way. That's why my voice is loud. That's why I'm on your ass like this. Or lying to me, bro, in my face. And I know that. And you lying to me, that shit might get you smacked. It might, it's going to get you. You going to see the worst come out of me, bro. So. Don't do those two things to me, bro. Especially, and I told him, I was like, especially the trade. I was like, bro, if you get in some trouble, bro, or something, like, I need to know the whole story if I'm gonna help you. Yeah. You can't have me looking like an ass out here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I tell Kamari, I can't help you.
I can't help you.
If you don't give me all the information, it's not you tying my hands. Yeah, so my hand gonna be tied along with yours.
Yeah, if you come to me for help, bro, I need to know everything that's going on, bro.
Yeah. And worry about how I feel or what's gonna happen after. Because we gotta get out the situation first.
Exactly.
And then we'll deal with the other stuff on the back end.
Yes, I don't know. This shit.
I think that's dope because I know that you didn't have that and I didn't have that. So I think it's a break in our pathologies, like the stuff that's in our families. You got to change it somewhere. Otherwise, we could have just been pushing the same stuff that was pushed to us, and then you have another generation of people who gonna push the same thing, or get a hold of some different information to change their mind. Hopefully, you're the source. Luckily, you're the source for that information, saying it's a different way. It's a different way to do this. Like, with them, I don't hit them. I have popped my niece before, but I just don't think, I popped her on her hand because she wrote on the wall. After I already admonished her about doing it and made her clean it the first time. She turned around and did it again, and this time she wrote her name. The first time she just wrote some chicken scratch. But I'm like, you making a statement, bro. Like, you gonna write your name now. Oh yeah, I gotta get you. But usually I don't whip them. I don't believe in whipping them. And I had a I ain't gonna call it an argument, but I'm gonna say I had a dust up a little bit with their grandmother, because she was like, if my niece is a little spicy, you know what I'm saying? Like, she is. And I think she gets that probably 80% from her lineage, because both of her parents are. But then she gets some of that from me. So I'm gonna own that too. Well, she was like, if she come around here, if she say something smart to me or something, I'm gonna whoop her ass. And I was like, nah, we don't do that. We don't do that. And I said, I don't hit them. And I spend 95% of the time with them. And if anybody deserves the right to hit them for bad behavior, it would be me. And I don't even use that. So I don't think that you gonna use it. I don't think that their mother or their father gonna use it. And she was like, well, if she'll be over here cutting, if she come over here cutting up, then I'm gonna whoop her ass. It's gonna have to be what it is. And I said, as long as you know that that's gonna cause us to get into it, then fine. Well, we just gonna be into it. Okay, as long as you know. I mean, we gotta understand it. So then whatever happens on the back end of that is just what happens. But like, how do you govern that if your mom wanted to whip one of them? I just can't get behind that. Especially if it's something, first, I don't practice. Second, I know how you practiced it with me. It was not beneficial for me. I don't think it was beneficial for anybody, really. And it only incited fear. And it just, you know what I'm saying? She was kind of like a not paying attention. Something big happened, now you finna get beat for all them things that you did. Like, it's the lineup. She finna take you down through there for the whole lineup. And I'm like, I don't agree with that style of parenting. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people who choose to use physical discipline. And they're young, so at some point I might have to use it. But I'm saying I don't take comment to somebody else saying, I'm going to whoop them. Like, what? No, man, you need to talk to me about that. Tell me and let me deal with it. Don't just, they not your kids. I don't give a damn about that. I do everything with them like they mine.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even think the time I whooped. I told Billy.
So what would you do if your mom was like, she come over here, I'm a whoop her if she, like Scott, I know she like to jump on the couch. She come over here jumping on my couch, I'm gonna whoop her ASS.
She gonna go over there.
Right, cause can you deal with that though?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
If you can't abide, that's why. That's why. Like that shit. The kids stopped going with my dad and them. Erica, you know what I'm saying, had a certain set of rules that, and nigga didn't want to abide by them. So Erica like, well, nigga.
I mean, cause y'all are responsible for y'all's kids.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt, no doubt.
And I think that's a little bit different because they're not my children; they're my niece and nephew, but they spend 99% of the time with me.
Kids,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, I just don't. I can't see nobody hitting them. Like even their mama, I can't see that because then I'm gonna have to see her. Like, what you mean hit them? They don't require that. What are you doing that you feel you need to do that? Like, what was their response? Like, what was going on in the whole situation? I didn't know all the details.
Sometimes, nigga, if I do with my kids, which that has to be like something. It'll just drastic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But like, so if they just said something back to you, or you didn't like the way they did this, so they left a dish out and you whooped them, we got some problems.
Yeah,
like you said, I need to know why you finna whoop. Like why?
Yeah.
You want people whooping? Like you want somebody just come up whooping you, nigga?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't, bruh.
And beyond that, though, they're my children.
Yeah,
and if I'm telling you, this is how I raised them and this is what we got going on, I want them to be around you because you're their family. However, we need this to be, what's going on. Like, don't put your hands on them. That's my only thing. Like, if you need to redirect them, there's a lot of ways to do that. Yeah. Get their attention and say, hey, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If it comes to a point where you feel like somebody need to whip it, then absolutely call me. And most of the time, if you say, I'm going to call her, whatever behavior you experience, they're probably gonna chill anyway.
No doubt.
But that was just like a thing. Like I don't play that. Like, but what I didn't understand was, I told her, you the same person who, when we grew up, anybody was forbidden from putting their hands on us. Aunts, uncles, grandparents, whoever. She was like, no, ain't nobody whipping my kids. I'm like, don't you understand how I would feel the same way? Doesn't matter if you're the grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that doesn't matter.
My grandma told me, shit. You said you ain't gonna let nobody else whoop your damn kids. Why the hell you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Especially the person they look up to and they love to and they come for all this is.
That's an abuse of power.
They look at I was like, made sense in my mind. Yeah, you won me over. Like if somebody say some shit to me and I be like, it make me, alright, I'm rocking with that. You know, that shit makes.
Yeah.
Like Erica with the motherfucker, she told me that shit about Sky, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, yeah, she could be the first. Won me over.
Then you had to argue it later, like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? On the back end when it was too damn late. Shit. But no, that's cool. I just I don't know. I feel a certain type of way about that. I just don't feel like hitting is always the answer, because what I'm teaching you is when I get mad, it's all right for me to hit you. You did something that made me mad, I can knock the shit out you. That's what I'm showing you. That's what I'm teaching you. That's what I'm instilling in you. And besides that, I want them to have I don't want to even use the word fear. I want them to be mindful that there is a consequence that's going to come from me if they do the wrong thing. I don't want them to just be fearful. Like, oh, don't call my auntie, don't call my, go to shaking in their boots. Like, man, don't call her because I already know this is finna be bad. Let me own up to whatever I did that will prevent you from calling this lady. Like, that's what I want. I don't want, oh, don't call her. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna die or something like that. That's not that. You just gonna have to deal with all your punishment or my attitude or me telling you how disappointed you made me. Like, that's the one thing with my nephew. If I use them words, bro, you really let me down. Like, you really let me down. I did not expect you to behave that way. He'll get, like, broken. His shoulders slump. He almost in tears just off that level of communication. Now, my niece, hey, she a different breed, bro. I'm gonna have to put them paws on her. me and Mimi gonna have to go down through there maybe once or twice. And then she gonna realize, cause she pushed the envelope across the table every once in a while. I'm like, who are you talking to? She like, cause she got a bad habit of saying what? When she's with other people in her family, she answers them like, they say something to her, she's like, what? What you say? What? And they don't correct her. So then after that, they've been gone for the summer. When she come back to me, I'm like, Mimi, so she's like, what? You should have seen how I raised on that couch. I said, come here. Who was you talking to? What did you just say? She said, oh, I was just saying I couldn't hear you. I said, well, that's the way you better phrase it from now on. Don't tell me what. Okay. In all fairness, when they call my name, I don't respond what either. I say yes. How can I help you? What you need? Because in my mind, I'm like, I already told her don't answer me what. And I would like to answer what, because it's just a habit. Auntie, what? Now I'm like, nah, because I'm already reprimanded you about using that. And I don't want you to be able to come back and tell me, well, you told me not to do it. Why do you do it? Because they them type of kids. Why do you do that?
That's my.
They make me mad, want to whoop their ass, and I ain't really got no grounds.
That's my fault with their ass.
What?
I play a lot.
Oh my God. So a lot.
They don't learn.
With everybody.
They ain't learn how to like gauge it yet and like turn it off. Like, all right.
What, your turn off what?
When they need to stop playing when I'm serious.
Because you play too much.
So we bump heads and I be like, bro, all right. Like, all serious bullshit aside. And Lily, she the main one. She be like, whatever. You just playing. I be like, bruh. I'm not Eric. I be like, see? It's all the jokes. I be like, I know. Like, I understand.
But then what draws the line when they know, okay, he is, like, is it the yelling?
Yeah, that's where the the bullying, like, okay, well, I got to bring this out because y'all play.
Because you think I'm playing.
You think I'm playing. Okay. So I got to bring out the.
Okay.
And then I go to like, well, nigga, I come here like, oh, well, if your ass wouldn't be playing so goddamn much.
Not come here chastising yourself.
Yeah, now your boy cry wolf, nigga, like, they don't know what the fuck like.
Right, not chastising yourself.
It go like that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that makes sense then. Why you would need to.
And they get all like, oh, shit, this nigga. I be like, damn, I'm not gonna, my bad, bro. Like, I mean, just. Y'all know when I'm playing, bro. When I'm not playing, like, nigga, like, y'all got a gauge. I know y'all, I play with y'all a lot. Like, we play about a lot, because they'll say some shit to me.
Yeah.
And Eric could be like, shit, don't do that. I'll be like, babe, it's all a joke, you know, we good. Like, she be upset, but we play a lot, bro. Like, I feel for that, especially Sky. She goes to school next year. She gonna be a killer ass player. I see, she a goofball, bro. Like, I say a goofball.
That's tough.
It's getting worse.
But then, but y'all having different parenting styles. That's tough too, right?
Yeah. We just gotta.
I mean, I know it caused y'all to have them like when at the end of the night when y'all get together by yourself, gotta talk it through. But in the moment, I'm sure that can be frustrating for you and for Erica. I think that's the advantage of it just being me by myself. I don't have another person. I don't have another person to bounce stuff off. They can't go nowhere else. Like if I say it, then that's it.
Sometimes she get mad at some shit. And I was like,
what you mad for, bro?
I'm not that bad. Like she bad, and the other way around too. You know what I'm saying? They'll do some shit. She like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, but nah, most of the time.
I love the fact that y'all have a 2-parent household though. That's dope.
Most of the time, we try to have each other back in front of their ass. Then we duke it out later. I don't think we did.
That's the best way to do it though.
You know what I'm saying? Because then they'll try to play off each other. But they still know who to come fucking at you.
Don't you know kids learn at an early age to be manipulative?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about as babies. Mm-hmm. They know if they cry loud enough, you gonna come. That's manipulation. Mm-hmm. I mean, of course it's to get their needs met. I'm not saying that they like baby geniuses. I'm just saying like they learn if I do certain things, you're gonna respond. You're gonna react. You're gonna give me what I want or what I need.
Yep.
That's why I just used to leave Mimi in the pack and play. I'd be around in the room. I'll come in and out. I'm like, bro, when you stop yelling, then I'll take you out. I'm not going to take you out because you're yelling. You stop and then I'll take you out. And then she'll stop crying for a second and then fall out. I'm talking about like, she'll stop crying. Like, and to me, it was like, I heard what you said, but take this. She was 2. When I'm having this conversation, I'm like, you have to stop crying. I'll get you out if you stop. She crying. If you stop, then she'll stop for literally like a second and give me this look, and then she'll just fall out, screaming loud, and I just turn around and walk out the room. Fine. She'd be sweating, drooling, like hair messed up, everything. And then she'll finally be quiet, and then I'll walk in there and just take her out. I know if she had words, she'd probably be like, bitch, I had to go through all of this. No, you didn't have to go through all of this. All you had to do was be quiet.
You're a single, so I guess what's you. So, cause
if her dad was there, he would have went in and got her.
Well, I'm saying like if you like my issue with the kids knowing who to ask or what, they come ask me for the fun shit. They know.
Oh, duh.
Like, can I go to the party or can I go here with my friend or by myself? You know what I'm saying? And knowing that like if you go to mommy with that shit, who gonna be there? It's a house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, like nigga.
But then what things do they go to her for? And before they come to you?
Anything with schoolwork. Anything dealing with school. I tell them so like, oh, y'all don't think I was smart? They like.
Yeah, they're like, let's go to the source, mom.
Like some, not no street shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Like, they go to her. Like,
that's a good balance,
no
though.
doubt. Cause they go to her with all type of shit. I be like, shit, I learned some shit when they asked her. I ain't know that shit.
Erica's a brainiac.
No doubt. So that shit nuts. Like, cause.
What's one of the best things about parenting you could say? If you could identify just one or two things that you think like this is the dopest part about being a parent.
I ain't crying, bro. Just on my eyes so fucking tired, bro. I'm trying to hold these bitches open.
Yeah, what time we start? How much time we on? We at it's 8:20 right now.
No, we're 40 minutes.
Oh.
Probably just watching their ass, bro, and then watching them like do little shit that you do, like when they not knowing you watching. Mm-hmm. And you can just sing, you like, yeah, I do that shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or something you don't know, it's just their personalities, like the way they change, seeing what they into, like, it's shit crazy.
I think my favorite thing is like watching them figure it out using the tools I gave them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, wow, Kamari he used to ask me all the things, he asked me everything, and I started telling him, you have to do research. You go and research. And if you still can't find the answer, then you come and talk to me. I'm there to guide you, not to give you the answer. That's not the same thing. So he'll be like, oh, I told him investigate. That's the word I use. You got to investigate. So I hear him sometimes. He'll be like, Auntie. I'm like, yes. He's like, never mind. And I hear him talking to himself. Gotta investigate. Let me go on Google. Shit be blowing my mind. And I just have to smile. Like, I love that. I don't go in there. I don't bother him. But I'm close enough to hear him say that. And it makes me feel proud. Like, you're listening. He'll be like, oh, I was going to come ask you something, but I figured it out. I'm like, okay, good.
I can sound like that shit.
I love it. I love it.
Because it's, when you tell them something, you don't think they listen. Yeah. And that's my problem, too. Like, they'll be like, and they debate me on this shit and everything. But then I'll see him do it, and I'll be like, the motherfucker was. I was like, that nigga was listening, babe. Listen to me. I thought he was listening. I rock with this shit, you know. But yeah, like seeing that shit right there.
And it be like little subtle things too.
Yeah, like
just catch you like.
You like, oh shit, he was listening. Look, he was listening.
Because I think it's important to know that I'm pouring in, and all that I'm pouring in ain't spilling.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just spilling on the floor. It's like actually making it in there. Yeah.
Shit.
That's good. Parenting is good.
Damn, I'll tell you this off camera. I don't want to tell you this on camera. I'm going to put the little nigga business out.
Okay, well tell me outside off the
But it just made me, like, yeah.
Tell me off camera.
You a loyal little nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, good.
Made me feel like, yeah, bro, you know it ain't, you know it's about loyalty, bro. Like, you know, because that shit could have.
Isn't it it's a cutoff to that though, right? Not in this particular sense. I'm talking generally. It's wonderful to be loyal. It's great. But there is a place where it's like, do you think it's a gray area in loyalty?
Nah.
Either you are or you are not, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But so if your loyalty dooms you, then that has to be okay. Like if me being loyal to you jeopardizes me, I have to be okay with that. That's what I'm asking. Because there might be a situation where I have to choose me or you. If I'm loyal to you, I'm supposed to choose you. But if I'm loyal to me, I'm supposed to choose, like, that's where I say, is there some type of gray at all? Because, like, who do you choose? If it's you or one of your buddies that you've been knowing forever and ever and ever and ever.
No doubt.
But you get put in a situation where you got to be loyal to them or you got to be loyal to yourself and your family. Like, what do you do?
No doubt. No doubt.
What do you do? How do you manage that? That's probably a hard enough question because I don't know. I don't even know the answer to that. I'm just thinking like, what do you do? Like in my mind, I want to say I got to choose me because then I got people that depend on me.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But then does that make me? What's the opposite of being loyal? I don't know. Like, I don't know what the opposite of being loyal is. I think that's a tough situation to find yourself in. But I think that's why you remember one of the episodes before we had like you got to know your people. Like I don't want to hang around people that's gonna make me choose between me or them.
I guess that's.
I don't want to do that.
I don't know. guess I look at that shit differently. Because, I mean, if it comes down to it, like, niggas know I'm choosing my family.
Yeah.
Well, that's not.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Well, by choosing your family, that means you're choosing you. Because if it's a situation, I'm saying don't even involve them. It's just you or that other person. But taking yourself away directly involves them, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
So is that spoken amongst y'all? Like,
yeah, no doubt. And I think, especially with our friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas understand that.
Yeah.
With all of us, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's going to be you're going to take care of your kids first, you know what I'm saying? Like, in your family, like.
Yeah. I think that's dope. That makes a difference then.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, we loyal, like, to each other, but.
Yeah. But with reason, though. Loyalty with reason.
We ain't finna put each other in
not blind loyalty. Like, when you're younger, you might be blind because you. I feel like the more you grow, the more you build it, the more you have that can fall apart. When it's just you ripping and running, you know what I'm saying? And another couple of dudes, like, okay, fine.
I guess that's, you build that shit because ain't none of them ever done nothing to make me.
Yeah. Have to do
check that loyalty. Or
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been there, you know what I'm saying? Like, so. That's why I guess I don't know. And that's why
I think they are.
So
I haven't heard or seen anything that would say that they were not. Even when it's like been people going through their personal thing or whatever, it still didn't seem like they were not loyal to y'all crew.
Yeah, you know
what I'm saying?
So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I fuck with the loyalty shit. Cause the other shit can come and go.
Yeah. What do you do like if you were dating someone and you stopped dating them, do you break up with their whole family too? Or do you just break up with them? Because, like, what if you build some relationships with other people outside of them? Like, do you just be like, nah, I'm not going to engage with them at all. I'm just going to let the whole thing die?
No, if it's genuine, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
I still fuck with you.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
Fuck what you talking about, nigga? I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
People in my family, nigga, I don't fuck with. Like, nigga.
I feel like that too.
Nah, hell nah.
I've heard both sides. I posed that question in a different setting before, and I've heard like both ways. I heard.
Shit, if you got a problem with nigga, that's something that you got to deal with. Something wrong with you, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong because I built a relationship. That's like saying I can't have friends, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck you talking about? Because I don't fuck with no, nigga. Your people like me, and I fuck with your people, nigga. Like, it's a reason they like me. You fuck what I done to you or you done to me. Like, that's over. It's just gone. Like, so well, I'm fucking with them on some other shit. Like, fuck you talking about? No. If you want to come around being all dumb and shit, you know what I'm saying? When I come around, I'm dumb too, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here, bro. Like, I don't know. Nah, that shit don't make no sense. That's something wrong with you. Like,
you see our buddy had another baby?
Who?
Slim. I said, bro, I don't know why I was thinking about that because we were talking about kids, I guess, but I'm like, that make a large number, I think.
Damn.
A new baby. He our age. Baby mom about 21.
Oh, man, I'm
baby
done.
Baby mom 21. I was like,
young hoe.
Boy, I still got it. And I'm willing to still give it.
I think men be getting bored, bro.
Hold on, I gotta take this.
Niggas be getting bored.
This girl is crazy. What you mean?
Niggas get bored with men with one chick. Gotta fight that shit. J. Cole say, bro, you gotta love yours.
Oh, sorry, that was Maya trying to figure out what to do in the morning.
Young chick, yeah, man. Can't do that shit probably annoying as fuck.
What, one chick?
Young chicks.
They're in a much different walk of life than you are in.
Unless
you didn't grow past that stage yourself, though.
So that's what I mean, like, when you go into that situation, you really probably not thinking, like, I'm finna be with this girl for a long term. You really trying to fuck and you wanna, most of the time with guys, older guys, it's like, nigga, I'm fucking 40, nigga, and I can still bag a 21. Look how fine this 21-year-old, nigga, and I'm finna go home and bag. No, man, that's what it is. You walk in the room with her, like, nigga, you know what happened, boy, if you can get that girl pregnant, boy, your life is, oh my God. Cause y'all even on the same, like y'all.
Another one of my friends was like, oftentimes you don't even like the person, you just sleep with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not about me liking you, this is about me taking you down or being taken down by you. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Really? And he was like telling me some stuff about like about how some dudes game women and dudes really. Like he's like, I might be the dude that might not be the looker. You know what I'm saying? I might not be the looker, but I'm gonna be around the bitches that's the lookers. And the ones that's used to getting all the attention, you know? Like he was playing mind games, I felt like. Like the chicks that's used to getting all the attention, the ones that when they walk in the room, they know niggas gonna be laying it out, buying them drinks, giving them compliments, whatever. He was like, I'll be around them and won't acknowledge them at all. Won't say nothing to them, won't make no eye contact. But guess what ended up happening? They come to me because they used to getting all this attention. And it's like, well, why are you the person that's not paying me attention? How dare you? He was like, and that's how I get in most of the time. Yeah.
That's how you get in with most females.
That's how he... but I never thought about that.
Those females like that, yeah.
I never thought about that.
Every nigga all on your jock.
Yeah.
Because I get a lot of that too when we go out. Because when we go out, I'm not like goofy and loud like with the homies. Them niggas be out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting back chilling, drinking my shit. I'm not gonna lie, why you just over here by yourself? Bitch, because I'm chilling, bitch. I got 3 kids. Like, I was a nigga at the bar, I be thinking, like, oh, nigga.
What
see my kids do, you just be like,
oh, never mind.
Oh, the nigga showing me his kids.
We not old, so don't do all that.
But I mean, I'm guessing compared to, like, I don't know.
You old behavior-wise. Say that.
Yeah, like, okay. Bro, like.
Because we still young out here in these streets. Do you feel close to 40?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes
do you?
I don't.
What, under what circumstance? Why you don't look so serious?
Real, bro. Like,
under what circumstance do you feel 40? Do I feel 40? No, I don't. Like, my knees feel 40. That's because I carry too much weight, though. I already know my problem. If I could lose weight.
Fuck too. Yeah. Bro, I try to take Lily around the track and we run around the track because they got to do this four times around the track and they the gym club and all that. Yeah, I go out there, we can practice on this shit. Bro, I got around the truck one time. They halfway around the next one. My whole knee be hurting. Oh. Like I couldn't even run on the bitch no more. And I was just like, yeah, like I ain't worked these hoes out in a while, bro. You just getting out here trying to, nah.
So you felt 40 in that instant.
Yeah, like that shit bad. Like I be out there doing some shit with Trey, just like some basketball shit. That nigga hit me with a bow or something on his chest, or I try to go around him, something like using my strength. And I was like, damn, I gotta use love. Like, damn, like this nigga kind of strong. What the fuck? Like, nigga jump and get some shit. I'm looking at this nigga jump like, God damn, I can't jump this hard no more. Like, what the fuck?
Do you think too? We're about to be 40, right? Mm-hmm. That we have lived half of our life already. Like you got one half left before you die. Do you think about stuff like that? I told my niece, she's like, she was talking to me about something, and I said, if I'm around still, because she's like, I'm going to live with you forever. I'm like, not forever, because I'm not going to be alive forever. She's like, what you mean? She said, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm going to die one day, and you're going to die too. She was she was 6 at the time. She turned 7. I think I messed up her whole life by telling her, we are going to die. And she was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm like, no one lives forever. Nothing lives forever except ideas and books.
So you saying we lived over half our life?
I think. We are right at.
So what are you expecting to live? That's your preference.
I think the average. I'm talking about based on averages, not expectation, but like just based on averages. You know what I'm saying? Most people live to about 80. A lot of people go over, but not all. That's like not a good. If you lived your life healthily most of the time, or you're making good decisions, then you might, you know. And then I was thinking, what's in the Bible too? Most people are guaranteed, allegedly, 70 or something, 75, 80 years, something like that. So that's what I reference when I think of you live half your life. Because if we at 40, we're not at 40 yet, but when we get to 40, we'll have maybe 40 more years. You could have more, you could have less, you never know. But just on average, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm thinking about relationships now. Before, I mean, once I got out of that long one, I was like, yeah, I can play around with a couple people, but I'm like, I want somebody to finish like, I want somebody to complete the second stage of my life with. Like, I've been able to do a lot of things on my own, right? But I want somebody to come and bring in their stuff and, like, we share stuff. Like, I had a dream last night. It was the best dream I ever had. Me and a particular person were super in love. But not only were we in love, that person was helpful and kind and loving. Like to me, it was like all the fruits of the spirit. I was like, wow. Of course, you know who the person is. And I was like, why couldn't this be a thing? Swear to God. And then the person calls today. I swear, it was all the thing, but it was nothing sexual. No, it was nothing sexual. It was just all like good feeling. I woke up feeling good, and then I instantly got angry. What's wrong with you? I'm just saying. I think that happens. I mean, sometimes I think your soul gets tired with somebody, so you just can't help that. Like, I can't help it. I don't know that they can help it. It just is what it is. We just don't have to re-enmesh ourselves. But like some of them things that happen, I think there is a such thing as soul tie. My friend was like, "Have you ever tried to soul untie? It's like a prayer that you pray." I'm like, what if I pray that shit and kill somebody? Like, nah, I don't want to do that. Let me just leave it alone. I don't want to untie no soul. I think let it happen organically. Gotta untie it.
I don't know.
Me either, B. Me either. I do know this. I miss podcasting. Y'all, we're gonna try to get y'all roll out a couple episodes. But we both have real life. We both have a lot of things going on, I would say. Both have a lot of things going on. And we try to, this is a big deal to us though. Would you say? It's a big deal. We like doing it. We want to do it. We're gonna put out some more stuff.
I had a wild time last night, guys.
Oh my God.
I'm a wild boy.
He is a wild
My wife is a wild girl.
There are some wild fucking people. You know what I was doing last night? Taking my puppy out at 3:30. For sure not what the fuck you were doing. Absolutely not. I was dreaming about a nice relationship. I'm single, y'all. Get in the comments, man. Get in the comments. At this point.
Thirsty ass up. Some thirsty look. Thirsty. He drank some shit right after that shit. Fuck out of here. Get out of here with that shit.
I'm just saying. Apparently you thirsty too.
I'm not.
Lies. You took a sip too.
Dehydrated.
Oh, see.
Yeah,
that's because of your escapades. All right. You got anything else? You got anything else? You need to watch Euphoria. I've been watching it. It's good. You need to catch it.
I ain't trying to watch no kids fuck. Make me uncomfortable.
No, portrayed children.
Yeah, I'm just playing.
Portrayed teenagers. Yeah, that's 16, 17. Yeah, they is.
I'm gonna check it out.
And they do a lot of that. It's a lot of.
Do you watch a lot of TV?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I don't have time to really watch TV. I just started watching that because I'd seen it a couple of times on Facebook, and then a couple of my friends mentioned it to me, like, check it out. And a couple of my friends also mentioned Ozark. Have you watched Ozark?
No, that's my shit.
You have watched it? It's good?
Oh, yeah.
See, I haven't watched that at all. I do like Jason Bateman, though. I like his, like, dry kind of...
Yeah.
He got, like, that dry personality.
Yeah. That's a good shit.
A couple people have recommended me to watch that. But no, I don't get to watch TV much. The kids don't either. We don't really be home enough.
Snowfall finna come on.
I'm ready for that. Like, my top 5 would have to be Walking Dead. I loved.
For real? For real? I thought it just got corny after a while, you know what I'm saying?
Toward the end, the last season, it did mess me up. Them first 9, though, I was locked in. Okay. That was my favorite show, hands down. Okay. And then I only recently got on Snowfall. I had to, like, binge all of that. And I was like, what the hell, where have I been? Okay. This shit is dope as hell. Literally dope. It was good. And then Euphoria, I can't rank that yet because I'm only a couple episodes in. And it is kind of, like, intense for the kid. Yeah. I actually like too Godfather of Harlem, but they only had one season of that with Forrest Whitaker. It was actually pretty good. I liked it, but there's not. I don't know if they picked up a second season or whatever because I haven't seen anymore. I like The Good Doctor. That's high ranking for me. I love that show, and also high ranking is obviously Law and Order SVU.
Good Doctor is
the autistic doctor, Sean. Yeah.
Okay, I started watching that for a while.
Yeah, I love it. So and This Is Us. That's like top 5. It's kind of like, it's not for everybody. It's really like sentimental, and they do a lot of callbacks like from now and in the past and kind of how things tie. I think it's really intricately written. Some good writers in the room on that show. I love that show. That's like literally top 5. Probably second to Walking Dead. Like, I know I like a show because I'll go back and watch the seasons again.
Yeah, I watch. That's my shit. I can't get enough like watching shows and shit. But I be into like.
But what's your top 5 if you had to pick 5? You might give me some enlightening things. I need to go catch up. I'm gonna go check Ozark. I'm gonna check that out.
That's so much deep.
Yeah.
I'm watching some shit right now. I watch a lot of documentaries, but I watch.
Sons of Anarchy was good as hell too. I had to binge that because I was behind the
I watch
ball.
everything, bro. Tell me.
Documentaries?
I watch, bro.
I want to watch things about sex trafficking. They have those. I seen a movie called Broken Rose or something. Broken Rose. It was like about a young lady who was hanging out with her friends, and one of her friends was dating a pimp, and she got a little enticed by what she saw. And you know, pimps at first they real smooth or whatever, and it was really helpful to her. And she had been a foster kid, and she was getting molested by her foster father. So she was already, that was already like a precursor to that type of like willingness to be promiscuous, because he was just taking it from her anyway. So then it's like a pimp come put you on and like, I'm gonna get you paid for doing this. I'm gonna get you how you put together, whatever. And there was like the nice kid, I guess. He knew that that's what was going on. He kept trying to save her. And she was like, no, I'm all right. She was tricking him, then shit got real. Then he started beating her and, you know, all the things, choking her out and stuff. And she finally decided that she didn't want that life anymore. And the good kid came to try to rescue her. Long story short, her, the girl, and the good kid ended up getting killed. The pimp lives, and at the end, he's got a Latino, a black, and a white girl coming to get in his car from high school again. For me, that made me so angry, because usually stuff don't end like that. You know, usually stuff end where there is some type of justice. In this one, it ended like, well, shit. The prostitute got killed. The guy who was trying to help got killed. And the pimp lived to see another day. He did get shot, though. But he still lived to see another day and recruited some other chicks. I was so angry. But it was good, though. I think it's called A Broken Rose. It's on Prime. Amazon Prime. It was like, I think it was like low budget. But it was like, the point of it was good. Especially with the climate that we live in right now, where sex trafficking is like a real thing.
That's what I'm watching this shit right now. Some chick. It's on Netflix. Got a little serious about how she was a scam artist or some shit. She was wrong with all these big ass folks in like New York and shit. But that shit good as fuck right now. I can't stop watching.
I think, what is it on?
Netflix.
I think I've seen.
Inventing.
Yeah. Oh, that's like the Tinder Swindler? Similar to that? You watch the Tinder Swindler?
I'm watching it.
It's similar to that, I think. He was just out here, juicing them hoes. Like, he was, one chick, he was having her just, she was giving him so much money, V.
Bro. Oh, see, you ain't got a lot of the shit, though, because I got that illegal site, so I'll be watching. My bad, so that's why, because it'll show all the new shit that done came out every episode, like at 12 o'clock tonight. I'm waiting on Power. Yeah, I'm in this hole.
Oh, I think I might have to watch. You watched the one with Tommy?
That's what's on.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, so far, the first couple episodes, his attitude, he was my favorite character. Mm-hmm. He's like a psycho,
no doubt.
Crazy.
No doubt.
But he got like a kind streak too.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just don't trigger him.
Yeah, I'll be in so many shows, bro. So it's pathetic, bro. It's pathetic.
I don't have time to watch that much TV, though. The next time y'all see me, I'm gonna have my hair done, so don't judge me.
See, that's the like.
But see me like this. Want me like this though.
I set my shit up in the car, my phone. I'm driving to practice. They go to practice. I drive my car.
You can't watch TV and drive. You just be listening. You just be listening.
I glance over and see something, like we're at a stoplight or something, like sit and watch for the answer until it's time. I'm bad with the
I was about to say, that's
with
deep.
the TV now, like with the shows and shit. But I like doing, that's why I think I want to do shit like that, because I'm just fascinated with that shit, like storytelling. I will be driving, so I'll be like, damn, look, what can y'all make a story out like? Bam, that little spot right there. Like, me and Lily was in a drive-thru one time. It was a truck just parked in front of us, and nobody was in it, and it was just blocking for you to get. Cause when you get your food, you couldn't get out because he was just sitting in the drive-thru still. And I was like, Lily, bam, story, make something up. Cause I just be trying to make shit up, and cause I want to write scripts and all that shit. So I'm just fascinated at looking at shit like that.
I never knew that about you.
Like I see that, I love like that shit. Like
I don't have that same level of creativity, but you know I like to write. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I like to write more poetry, but I think Erica and I talked about like some books and stuff.
I want to have a cartoon about something similar to About Our Family, but through the dog's eyes.
Yeah,
how they just sit around and they just talk to each other and like how they talk about us and how they see us. Because I talk to him crazy and like Erica, she like the one that's the loving one to him and like Trey is more like me, but not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see how this old black ass nigga don't work. Like, cause they'll run out sometime when I come like, oh, come this nigga like, and I just have funny shit coming out of each other's voice and they just talking to each other. Like, I be thinking of so much shit cause I watch shows and shit. I be like, oh, that'll be a good ass idea. I start writing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all type of shit. I got a song, like 2 or 3 songs like that I played to Ed one time. It's like a story. It's called Lil Chino. It was like, bro, that shit could be a book. So I sent him the song, and it's the first two parts of it. And he was like, is there more to it? I was like, yeah, bro, I got like 9 parts. He was like, bro, send me the rest of them so I can read it. He was like, when he read me, he was like, bro, with a little more detail, a little of this shit can be a book, bro. Like just a story you tell. And this, I don't know, but that's what I'm like fascinated with. Like it's crazy. That and comedy. All day long I can watch that shit. Like stand-up comedy.
But we need to start writing stuff.
No doubt.
We need to start writing stuff. There's no reason to limit ourselves to one thing. This is a good facet. I like talking.
Yeah, I like this shit.
But I like writing too. Like I had gotten away from writing because somebody stole my laptop. And I had a lot of things on there. And it discouraged me to a great degree. Because I had taken, for me to write, I have to be in my emotion has to be there. I can't like, if you say, do you write something right now? I probably could, but I like for like live emotion to come out of it. I like for when you read it, you to be like, ooh, she was really feeling some way. Like, I don't want you to read it and be like, oh, she wrote this. This is nice. She took her time to write this. Like, I want you to feel what I feel or felt when I was writing it. Like, that's the feeling I want to invoke in you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's extreme passion, whether it's major pain or sadness or loss or whatever it is, I want you to feel it so hard that you damn near come to tears, or you want to smile, or you want to laugh, or you want to share it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the stuff I be wanting to write about, but I don't really have time. I haven't made time. Let me say that. I'm not saying I don't have time. All we got is time, but for now, I haven't made time to get back to writing, but I will. I think you should too.
I do the shit all the time.
Well, we got to do something with it then.
All the time.
We got to do something with it.
Tell you a show that you need to watch that I'm stuck on. I'm mad at that on Netflix or something where they play all the episodes. Bel Air. That's the new Will Smith show.
It's good?
That shit is fucking amazing. When I say amazing.
What have you watched it on? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Let me show you.
But where can a regular person?
It's on Peacock.
Who ain't pirating watch shit?
Shut up, man. You tell me.
Oh.
We don't do that over here.
Ahoy, matey.
What she talking about?
Ahoy, matey. How many episodes were there so far? Oh, okay.
Nah, that's just up there. Look at that. See? That's just the movie. The Matrix shit.
It's got a good showing?
Oh, yeah.
Like not a lot of buffering and all that stuff?
And these are people like, so these were, see look. Got the topic. They already got the episode up there. Ready to go. Yeah, I just go through here and anything I see that like season 1. Oh, season 1, oh, just starting out. Let me go read that. I'll go check it out. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'll check it out. If it give me hook, I'm on everything. But I'll just go through this shit.
And you can project to your TV, can't you? With that phone?
But I do. I just pull it up on my. I'm just showing it on my phone. But I usually pull it up out here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I'm out here, so I'll start smoking a cigarette or something. Me and her come out here and we'll blow one. But I'll be out here shit with her. You always got something on, you know. I'll be like, hey, like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I be into that shit hard, bro. Like, it's bad.
No, I don't be having that much time, bro.
It's bad.
But I can find. I made a commitment to watch Ozark. I had started it and then I end up like falling asleep because I be tired.
That shit hard.
And when I woke up, he was like, it looked like he was like in a bank vault talking to some people at the bank, and I was like, what is this?
Nah, that shit hard.
All right. Yeah, I'll watch.
If you can watch Bel Air, that Will Smith shit, hard.
What is hard about it? Somebody said something about their haircuts being crispy.
It's in cause it's in modern times. So it's in like these times, but it's still like.
Any recognizable people on the cast? All new people?
And all the motherfuckers, and like the way they the way each character is, and ain't like the
Original.
It is, but it's not like the comical player. Like, you know what I'm saying? How they you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more darker. Like, Carson on that hoe doing Xanax. Like, he sniffing them shits. Like, it's more like, that shit real. Like, but it's still, you can see, like, where Will, because he got he put his hand on that shit. Like, so you can tell, like, the dude talk like Will, act like Will, but it's just in these times. Like, in this, that shit, I'm telling you, the scenario, like, they got all scenarios from the show, but they more serious. Like, they way, like, you like, oh, shit, like, yeah, I can be in that situation. Like, that shit.
I think that's what it was. You gotta make it relatable to the times.
Crazy. Like, the way Hillary is, like, she ain't just a dumb girl. Like, she's smart, like, you know what I'm saying? But she just living off her parents and trying to find her way by herself, you know what I'm saying? But she actually smart. She got you know what I'm saying? She got something that she can do. She ain't just Dixie and dumb and Carlton. It's like, I'm telling you, that shit dope. Like, cause when Will come to Bel Air, he go to that school, you know what I'm saying? So they he walk in the locker room. Carlton is like a lacrosse player. He like he the big nigga at the school. Like, he the nigga at the school, but he one of them, you know what I'm saying, niggas like, you know what I'm saying? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like that type of nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga with money that, so he will walk in the locker room to say what's up to Carlton. And them niggas listening to Bobby Shmurda, hot nigga. And Carlton only black nigga in there.
Yeah.
And they in a circus and you're the hot nigga, all the white boys and shit. And Carlton with him, you know what I'm saying? And Will walk in like, hey, hold on, bro. Like, who the fuck y'all think? Like, nigga, I'm from Philly. You don't get to say that shit. Yeah. Carlton, you better tell him. And Carlton like, chill out, Will. Like, chill out. Yeah. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see somebody being in that type of situation, bro. Like, it's your cousin, but your cousin don't come from where you come from. Like, it's that shit, like that shit thorough. I had Trey watching that shit. Trey like, it was pretty good. I was like, right, bro? Like, nah, that shit hard. That shit that's an amazing show. Amazing show. Amazing. Can't wait for the next episode.
Good job, Will.
Nah, that shit hard. How long we been going?
We probably right at the hour.
12.
I don't got nothing else. I gotta get home to my pup.
I ain't got shit else.
I got a Rottweiler. He's so cute. Name RJ. His name is Esquire RJ Brandon.
Fuck.
That's his government.
Like a human, bro.
That's his government name. Well, apparently when you register with the American Kennel Club, they have to have a unique name.
What?
What?
My dog named Duke, Tamaki, and Zeus.
Those are original names. But if you register them somewhere, they have to have like it has to be a name that no other dog has if you register them somewhere, so they can be identified easily, I guess, in whatever database. So his name's RJ. Any person can probably name their dog RJ. So that's why I put Esquire in front of it. Ain't nobody gonna name their dog Esquire.
Only you, D. That shit is nuts.
Not too much on me. There was a point to it.
Well, I guess we out this bitch.
Good to see y'all.
Good to see y'all.
Good to see y'all. Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm finna go in this hole and go to sleep.
Yeah, because his eyes running like a track star.
Probably get my back rubbed or some shit. Hope the wife will do it for me. Sounds awesome right now.
I'm single. In the comments, I ain't got nobody to rub my back. But
shit, my wife don't rub my back. I'm single. In the yeah, I'm that petty type of nigga.
Lies.
I divorce. For
a back rub?
For a back rub. That's the type of nigga I am.
You get on my
She
back.
knew that when she got with me. I told her, I said, bro, if I ask you to give me a back rub, you don't give me one, I'm out. She's like, cool. That's like one of my
fucking stand you.
Bro,
I cannot stand you.
Any girl I do it, I tell her, say, bro, I need a back rub. I ask you gonna give me one out of this hoe. Simple as that. Like, don't lie to me and no disrespect. We good.
So a back rub come in front of lie and disrespect.
Straight up, bro.
You are a fucking liar, dude. Okay, end us. Because you lying. You lying.
If you had a nigga with the white wife.
It's D. I don't even remember.
Nah, we starting that over. Hold on. It's D.
Let it be. I know.
It's your boy B, a nigga with the white wife.
It's D. Let it be.
We after this bitch.
I can't fucking stand. You can break up over a back rub. This nigga is stupid.
Nah, I don't do this shit. I just want to hear people say, like, this nigga right here ass.